Alex Polizzi is an award-winning hotelier with over 20 years' experience working in the world's most luxurious hotels. Born into the legendary Forte hotel dynasty, she's on a crusade to transform Britain's most desperate hotels and B&Bs.
That's going to drive me completely mad.
From outrageous owners to dodgy decor.
It's as if someone put a lot of thought and effort into making this one of the ugliest rooms I've ever seen.
Nothing escapes the hotel inspector's beady eye.
Cleanliness is a basic. What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Or her quest for perfection.
I've never seen a pinker bathroom in all my life.
This is for gay people, this room.
This week, the hotel inspector's on a roller coaster ride in Blackpool.
There seems to be water coming through the light. What on earth is this doing in my bathroom? I feel like I'm living in a parallel reality.
I like it the way it is. I have got no problems at all with that.
I decided, what the hell, I'm right, I know better.
You're talking out of a hole somewhere.
Blackpool, the spiritual heart of Britain's seaside tourist industry. Home to the unrated 15-bedroom new Lyngarth Hotel. Purchased 2 years ago by 48-year-old Andrew Brown, a man with a vision.
I do not believe that the customer is always right. I'm not going to go down on my hands and knees and kiss someone's feet if they walk in the building. A lot of the ensuite bedrooms, I've actually put in curtains instead of doors. But what does it matter if they see people naked or having a shower? It doesn't.
With its pleasure beach, promenade and thriving party scene, the town is a mecca for millions. From families...
Children running riot, writing on the duvet covers, the parents not really controlling them.
And the gay community...
The hotel is in the gay village of Blackpool. A lot of hotels put on their websites, they're a gay hotel, which I'm not. Hello?
To stag and hen parties.
I just cannot stand drunk people, and that's it.
But Andrew wants to set himself apart from the crowd.
Basically, I would like to charge more for my room rates and get rid of all the cheaper end of the market. I spent a lot of money on the hotel, and I just don't want, basically, shite business like that in the hotel.
Since taking over, Andrew has sunk more than £250,000 into his hotel, refurbishing it to his very own design.
This hotel is an extension of me. Literally everywhere people go, you know, the colours in the bedrooms, it's just an extension of my personality.
He's put his heart and soul into the new decor.
When someone smashes a lamp or damages a lamp, they're damaging me. You understand me?
However, faced with stiff competition, zero profits and a fluctuating occupancy rate, Andrew's been forced to take on the roles of cleaner, decorator, chef and front-of-house manager. But to little avail.
My occupancy last night was 10%. I've never taken a wage out of the hotel. If I carried on the way I'm going, I would say I'm looking at about another year. Wrong number.
Now he's called on the hotel inspector. Alex Polizzi has run some of the most exclusive establishments in the world. Andrew is hoping she can help him turn the new Lyngarth into a proper seaside attraction.
competition is very tough here. Every other building is a guest house, a bed and breakfast or a hotel. There's so much competition that unless you're good, you go under.
To find out where the hotel's going wrong, Alex will stay the night. If she can get through the front door.
Andrew! Andrew, hello. Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Welcome to
Alex
Lyngarth.
Polizzi,
Welcome to
hello.
Blackpool.
Thank you very much.
I'll just get your key. Just hold on a
Thank
minute.
you very much.
And I'll show you to your room. Did you want any help with your bag?
I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Right, just like to follow me.
Thanks.
The hotel's 15 rooms are priced between £40 and £50 a night. Most doubles enjoy an ensuite, while guests in single rooms have to share loos and showers. And for his special guest, Andrew's chosen room 6.
Number 6, this is your room here.
Thank you.
That's it.
Is this a double?
Yes, it is, double. It's got its own little bathroom to it, an ensuite bathroom to it there.
Thank you very
fine.
much. So what I'd like to do
Yes.
is, once I've looked around here, I'd like to be able to go and have a look in a few of the other rooms.
All the rooms are open.
OK, thank you.
So you can just wander around, do whatever you want to do. I'll see you later on.
All right, bye, Dom.
But for the hotel inspector, it seems, size matters.
This is the smallest double I have ever been in. I mean, this is obviously something he's made a bit of an effort with, which I really admire and I appreciate. I'm just slightly stunned at the size. How on earth would you sleep in a bed this size with someone else? I mean, I can imagine spending a pleasurable hour or two with someone else on it, but once that time has passed, it's just too small.
Things I'm proud of is the layout in the rooms, majority of the furniture, majority of the fixtures and fittings in the bedroom, in the whole hotel.
I really don't like this curtain trailing on the carpet. I mean, I understand that it might be quite nice in high-class establishments, but in a room this size, it's just ridiculous.
Andrew's passion for soft furnishings isn't limited to the windows.
I suppose this is one of Andrew's artistic touches. I don't mind it, but I know quite a few couples who wouldn't be very comfortable going to the loo without a door in between them.
And while Room 5's colour palette might turn on Superman, it's like kryptonite to the hotel inspector.
God, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Apart from the very basic mistake, which any idiot knows, which is that you don't put red and blue together. I mean, this looks like some 9-year-old boy's bedroom. Look at the finish on everything. I mean, it's obvious that Andrew's done most of this work himself and that he didn't really know how to do it.
The building, from the rooms on the top floor down to here, have got my character in it. And my passion, and my hard work, and my blood, and my sweat, and everything else.
But there may be too much blood and sweat at the new Lyngarth for Alex's liking.
Look at the state of these mattresses. I'll have to check my bed before I sleep tonight.
On a scale of 100%, I would say the hotel is about 80% clean.
In an effort to get to the bottom of what Andrew's trying to achieve, Alex tracks him down to the kitchen.
Andrew.
Hello, how are you?
Can I come in?
Yes, sir, yes. You've been my guest.
I wanted to ask you, what was your idea when you started here?
My original design for the hotel was to have no signs outside.
So like a
but just
private members club
Yeah, something
kind of thing.
And people would only come here if they've seen me on nights. There's a huge shite end of the market, which I don't want to do. I want to get a better class of customer in who is willing to pay just that bit extra.
OK.
But do Andrew's ambitions match his abilities?
So you know what happens in beds, for God's sake? Do I have to sleep on someone else's... you know.
She's talking out of a hole somewhere.
The new Lyngarth Hotel in Blackpool, run by 48-year-old Andrew Brown, who dreams of attracting a higher class of clientele to his seaside retreat. But with zero profits and fluctuating occupancy rates, he's called on award-winning hotelier Alex Polizzi for help. So far, she's uncovered questionable cleanliness and adolescent decor. After a good night's sleep, the hotel inspector is rested, but not reassured.
I had a really good night's sleep, considering how small the room is. The bed's very comfortable, but no pillow protector. And even worse than that, as I suspected, no mattress protector. I hate to think of how many heads and bums have been in this bed before me.
Andrew is hoping his full English might improve the hotel inspector's mood.
I've had a few comments in about how good the breakfasts are.
But the dining experience only serves to dampen Alex's spirits.
There seems to be water coming through the light. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. It's probably just someone's bath overflowing. Good morning, Andrew. Hi, doll. How are you?
Very good indeed.
So I don't need to worry about that?
No, that's fine. This is actually just a flat roof here. If the wind comes in a certain direction and there's water, then it leaks. But if the wind came in another direction, it wouldn't leak at all. So, yeah, don't worry. It's just one of those little foiboys of the building at the moment.
Andrew's vision is to attract Blackpool's more upmarket guests. So will his breakfast cuisine help entice the cream of the crop?
Thank you very much. It's kind of what I expected. Nothing spectacular.
Andrew's own image also fails to match his 5-star aspirations.
I have never seen him out of those tracksuit bottoms. They're disgusting. I find them repulsive.
Alex has seen enough. She decides to show Andrew exactly where he's falling short, starting with his performance in the bedroom.
Right, my bedroom last night.
Yes.
No mattress protector. How can you have a hotel with lots of different people sleeping on a bed? That is the point to a hotel. And then don't you know what happens in beds, for God's sake? Do I have to sleep on someone else's... you know, I don't really want to have to go into it. No pillow protector. So every time someone has a case of greasy head or anything else, and it soaks into the pillow. You have to have something to absorb that up, darling. It's disgusting. And most of all, what on earth is this doing in my bathroom?
Those go into all the bathrooms.
Do you want to share it?
No, they're washed.
And it's not just the cleanliness that needs attention.
So, my issue in here, like in so many of the rooms, is the quality of the finish and things, darling.
Okay.
You know, if we're going to do things here, we have to look at the room as a whole. I mean, you're the only man I've ever known who's ever thought that violent red and dark blue go together as colour scheme. You know, they're these kind of fairly basic things that we need to tackle. And these are all things that you have got to start being conscious of. OK?
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, I know that.
Good.
Andrew's organisational skills also fail to impress.
Right. Now, this is a minor point, but one I'm still quite interested in. You knew I was coming.
Yes.
You knew what I was coming for.
Yes.
And yet, most of the rooms aren't made up. Quite a lot of the rooms aren't made up. What was your thinking?
At the moment, because naturally enough the building's gone quieter, I'm only making up rooms as and when I need them.
So if someone turns up at your door at 7 o'clock at night saying, I would like a bed, please, you'd have to then make up the room.
Oh, we have to know. I do one or two of them, whatever, but I'm not making up every single bed.
OK. I would never leave a room undone if I didn't have to. just for so you know. It would seem to me this is an obvious family room, but I know you're not overly keen on kids.
No, that's it. I don't like having kids here because I've had a few bad experiences regarding them.
So, you don't advertise in any gay press, despite being in the gay village. No stag and hen parties.
That's correct, yes.
So you've got a very limited pool of potential clients, don't you?
I'm looking for couples, singles and couples, and that's really about it.
Downstairs, Alex wants to ensure that the guests Andrew does manage to attract can make it through the front door.
I came in this door.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Which basically opens onto a sofa, for goodness sake.
Right, OK. Well, it shouldn't open onto the sofa. I do try and make sure it does open onto here. It's accessible.
Finally, Alex sits Andrew down to present her plan. If the new Lyngarth is to survive, Andrew must immediately curb his sky-high ambitions and concentrate on getting the basics right.
What is immediately apparent to me is that I think you're rather confused as to what you're offering here. And if I'm confused and I'm a professional, I'm sure that guests are often confused. I would like to start thinking about this place as your bed and breakfast rather than a hotel.
OK.
Because I think that would also help you enormously to focus on the essentials of what this service industry is about, which is bed, bath, breakfast.
Yeah.
Those are what people come and stay for.
Yeah.
Everyone's got very little money, everyone's looking for deals, yes. Even at what you insist on calling the shite end of the market, which, by the way, I think does your customers rather disservice. And I wouldn't use that phrase if I were you.
Okay.
What you mean is the cheap end of the market.
The cheap end of the, yes, the cheap end. Yes, the cheap
end of the market.
The cheap, yes.
To reassure potential guests that standards are up to scratch, Alex wants the unrated new Lyngarth to be accredited. And in Blackpool's crowded marketplace, anything less than 3 stars won't be enough.
The important thing is the number of stars you get. Whatever you bloody call yourself, you want to achieve the maximum possible.
Yeah.
As I'm sure you'll have worked out, calling yourself a hotel makes accreditation a hell of a lot harder.
Yeah.
Does that sound all right with you?
Yes, it does, yeah.
If Andrew is to earn himself 3 stars, he'll need to seriously raise his game. Alex leaves him with instructions to make the new Lyngarth sparkle. He soon cracks on with the job.
It is very, very tough to keep it clean, but I've had quite a lot of comments about how clean the building looks.
Alex also wanted Andrew to drop the hotel tag and rebrand the new Lyngarth as a B&B. But it seems he's gone even further than the hotel inspector was expecting.
I've given it some thought, and after careful consideration, I think the new Lyngarth can go, and it's being renamed Bentley's. I put it out to several family and friends, and they said to me that as soon as someone says Bentley's, they think of a good quality motor car. And I'm hoping that when people think of Bentleys, they'll think of good quality accommodation.
One month later, and Alex is back. But has Andrew done enough to convince the hotel inspector he's ready for life in the fast lane?
Someone's been very busy with the hotel sign. Bentley's of Blackpool. I wonder if that's supposed to raise the tone of the hotel.
This time, Andrew's ensured Alex can make a grander entrance.
No sofa to fall over. That's a very good start. Andrew? Hi.
How are you?
The new name I see, Bentley's.
Yes,
How did
Bentley's.
that come about?
Well, wanted something a bit quirky. I also wanted something a bit more modern, as New Lyngarth was a bit dowdy.
But is Andrew's rebrand all fur coat and no knickers?
Where is the mattress protector?
Mattress protector is not on yet because this is only a 4-foot bed. And this is going to be replaced into a 4'6" bed. So until I get the 4'6" bed, then there's no point in me buying mattress protectors.
Well, you could buy mattress protectors for a 4'6" bed, and they would still fit a 4-foot bed, darling, frankly.
OK, I don't know.
And then the curtain's not been shortened?
Because the reason why the curtain's not been shortened is because I like it the way it is. I have got no problems at all with that, and my customers like that as well.
OK, I just think in such a small room, why would you add something for them to walk on?
As they stand, Alex doesn't believe Andrew's bedrooms are up to 3-star standard. So she steps in with a plan.
I'm going to take on 3 rooms, rooms 3, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And you just follow the template. Are you happy with that?
Yes, I am, yes.
Good.
Yes, I am.
I think we'll be almost halfway to getting your rooms done, as you need to, for your 3-star accreditation.
Right, OK.
Which is our shining goal to achieve.
With the planned makeover of the bedrooms in motion, Alex is keen her host enjoys a touch-up too.
I think you need to smarten yourself up now. Every time I've been here, you've been wearing that same outfit.
It's also easy and flexible, and
I understand.
I can wash it and put it into the washing machine and
I
put it back
understand
on.
that. I know that you do everything from breakfast to cleaning to serving to, you know, that you're always here. So it has to be practical. We have a 3-star hotel in the making. Yes. We need at least a 3-star host.
Right, OK.
OK.
But although Alex might think her message is getting through, it seems Andrew still has his blind spots.
Alex made some strange comment about you only have curtains like this in 5-star establishments. I actually don't. I don't agree with that. Quite frankly, I think she's talking out of a hole somewhere.
So is Bentley's on a collision course with disaster?
It's got no number. How are people supposed to find it even?
There is a lot of work which I don't actually think that Alex realises has been done in the background.
I feel like I'm living in a parallel reality.
Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi is in the seaside resort of Blackpool, hoping to help 48-year-old Andrew Brown turn the tide on his profitless 15-bedroom hotel. After she convinced him to rebrand the new Lyngarth as a B&B, Andrew went one step further and renamed it Bentley's Blackpool. Next step, to upgrade the rooms to be assessed for a star rating.
Andrew has to take any chance he gets to rise head and shoulders above the accommodation providers in Blackpool. One way he could do that is by gaining accreditation. I think it would be a huge bonus for his business.
I think with the rooms for me to sort out, I think that I'll be ready for the inspection.
Alex has agreed to fully refurbish 3 bedrooms herself if Andrew brings the remainder up to spec. But while he's confident in his own taste, when it comes to Alex's, Andrew's yet to be persuaded.
A few ideas have been bandied around, which I wouldn't say I'm opposed to at the moment, but I'm not. I need to be convinced that they are the right ideas for the rooms. Yeah, that's it.
With just 3 weeks left before Andrew's star rating assessment, the hotel inspector's back in Blackpool to check he's ready.
Last time I was here, Andrew promised me he was going to get masses done to his B&B in order to achieve the star rating that he's so desperate for. I'm very conscious that this is my last chance to whip Andrew into shape, and I hope he shares my sense of urgency and my sense that time is ticking away.
But it looks as though her hopes of a sea change by the seaside are soon dashed.
Great. Well, he's painted the old sign over. It's now a really unattractive red. But there is still no new name here. So it's neither the new Lyngarth nor Bentley's. It's just a blot on the landscape, actually. It's got no number. How are people supposed to find it, even? How do people look it up on the internet? How does he have guests come and stay here if he can't even get the signage done? I dread to think how little he's done indoors. Hi.
Hello, Alex.
How are you?
Very good indeed. And you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Tell me why you don't have a name outside.
Well, I do, just on the side of the door there.
And no, why? You've painted over the new Lyngarth, but you don't have a Bentley's sign up yet.
I've got the logo,
Yeah.
which I don't like.
Right.
I don't want to put up a sign at this particular stage and then think to myself, it's a wrong thing, or I should have had it done this way, I should have had it done that way. The final pieces, like the sign, is just a little email to say, yes, I accept this design, I accept that design. It's literally a 2-minute job.
I find it very hard to work with someone who keeps telling me that they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and then not only doesn't do it, but changes their mind about the value of doing anything. It makes me feel slightly depressed and slightly as if I'm not quite sure what the point was to me having come. All right, I'll get myself sorted out.
Okay. I'll give you a moment.
You know, I feel like I'm living in a parallel reality. He keeps telling me how busy he is and why he's accomplished so little in these 6 weeks that I haven't seen him. At the same time, however, he has the gall to tell me that all it will take is one email or one phone call. And why doesn't he fucking make it?
I think what Alex has to realise is that everything is set in stone at the moment. And also there is a lot of work which I don't actually think that Alex realises has been done in the background.
It's not just the lack of headway with the B&B that's frustrating Alex. It seems Andrew is also yet to upgrade his own image. And the tracky bottoms remain.
Just the fact that he looks like that is immensely depressing to me. And it certainly isn't a look that I would particularly associate with a 3-star bed and breakfast.
Fortunately, there has been progress upstairs. Alex's team have completely revamped room 5 to her design. Gone is the clashing Clark Kent colour scheme, sloppy decorating, and outdated fixtures. Replaced by a stylish design, incorporating neutral tones and a selection of soft furnishings more in keeping with a contemporary B&B.
This should be a kind of template for, you know, this is about as nice as a single room can get. Do you like it?
Yeah, I do actually. It is. It's really, really nice. Very, very nice.
But not everything is to Andrew's taste.
One of my pet hates pendants. I hate pendants.
Why do you hate
Just
them?
something about them. I just hate pendants.
I think that we needed to have more than one light source.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So
yeah,
I overrode you on the pendant. I did know you didn't like pendants, but I decided, what the hell, I'm right, I know better.
Room 4 has also been transformed from a mishmash of tired decor to a room full of seaside appeal. But the biggest change is in room 3. The old double lacked character and style, but with a modern take on the traditional B&B, Alex has created a sophisticated room brimming with Blackpool charm. Though perhaps not charming enough for the host.
I think the room is lovely. The material is lovely. Chairs are lovely.
Yeah.
I think everything is lovely, but I personally feel it's too dark. You've got kind of like an ivory in the material there, an ivory floor, or the radiator and some of the woodwork picked out in the ivory and things like that. That would be my only.
Okay.
My only thing.
But I personally think that people will not see this as too dark. They will see this as very calming and very chic.
Despite not being entirely to Andrew's liking, Alex has provided a template for the Bentley's bedrooms. And her changes aren't about to stop there.
I'm determined, come hell or high water, to smarten you up. Don't raise your eyes to heaven. I've never seen you out of those trousers, so I'd like to see you in something else.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to take you to a gentleman's outfitter and see if we can find something appropriate.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Yeah.
On me, of course.
Now the B&B's been polished, it's time to do the same thing with Andrew. Alex is taking him to the high street to smarten up his act.
I was thinking at least a couple of pairs of trousers.
Okay.
And preferably something a bit more casual in the morning.
Fantastic.
And something a bit smarter in the afternoon. He'll never wear a tie, darling. He'll never look like you.
No one ever does. Right, quite a large guy, but I'm sure we can sort you out, no problem whatsoever.
Go on, then you can close the curtain. I don't need to see you in your nicks.
No one wants to look.
Goodness gracious me. Now, how do you feel about mauve as a colour?
It's lilac dye.
Sorry, do apologise. So sorry, gosh.
How are we doing, Andrew? Are we...
Yeah, not too bad, not too
Excellent.
bad.
Will you come out, let's have a look.
Yeah.
You have to be comfortable at work, but you also have to look professional.
Well, this will do the job, I'm sure it will.
I'd love to go to work in a string bikini, but it probably wouldn't look right.
Let me know.
Ah,
Superb. That looks really good.
I'm amazed. I think we've cracked it. It was a lot less painful than I expected it to be, thanks to Len. And he looks fab in this shirt and in his polo shirt and proper shoes. It's a miracle.
Along with his new bedrooms, Andrew now looks the part.
Thank you so much
You're
for all
welcome,
your
Alex.
help. I really
Thank you.
appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll
But
see
all
you
Alex's hard work will be in vain if Bentley's fails to attract any guests. She has another challenge for the reluctant marketeer.
I would very much like, on my final day here, to make sure that we have a party with some important people. I mean, I'm intending to invite the Mayor of Blackpool, for example.
Okay.
We need to make sure that people are aware that the new Lyngarth is now Bentley's, is set upon a different route. You're a man decided upon your path, and I think you need to get that message out.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yes?
Yes, no, that's fine. Yes,
You're
I
happy to
accept.
do
Yes,
that?
I accept everything you say to me.
Good.
As usual, I do.
You've promised me that you're going to tackle the signage.
The signage and the
And
yes.
please, I beg you, because
that
that's
will be
really
done.
important. And I'm just going to have to
Trust me.
Trust you.
Trust me. I'm a hotelier.
Okay.
Andrew must now prepare a launch party for Blackpool's Glitterati, as well as being in a state of perpetual readiness for an imminent undercover inspection, where anything less than 3 stars would be disastrous. Alex is nervous.
There seems to be a bit of a theme here. I arrive, feel enormously depressed, and then leave feeling enthused. I'd like to turn that on its head. I'd like to come back next time, my last time here, and find everything that I want, everything I hope for.
So when the inspector calls, will Bentley's pass the test or hit the skids?
How many times have I told him he has to be ready at all times? Really annoys me.
Again, just a standard single room.
Let's sit down.
Springtime for Andrew Brown and Blackpool, and make or break him and his 15-bedroom guest house. After £250,000 investment and a profitless 2 years, his new Lyngarth hotel has been reborn as Bentley's Blackpool.
As soon as the new Lyngarth went down, it was a new chapter. It feels quite good to get the proper sign up, get the new name up.
Andrew's busily preparing to relaunch his establishment to Blackpool's movers and shakers with a grand party tomorrow.
I've invited about 70 people. Whether they all turn up is another matter. As soon as everything's been done, as far as all this prep's been done, I think that's when our time for the nerves to kick in.
To add to the pressure, an undercover inspector from Visit England is due any time. And it might just be sooner than the expectant proprietor thinks. Unknown to Andrew, he's checking in the very man who'll decide if Bentley's deserves the 3-star rating it so desperately needs to stand out from the crowd.
Is your coffee, or do you want to just go to your room?
Well, the offer of coffee's lovely, but I'll probably just go to the room. Thank you.
That's fine, no problem at all. That's great. There is an information brochure in your room itself, but I'll show you to your room anyway.
As the mystery assessor settles in for the night, Andrew is completely oblivious to his guest's importance.
I'm waiting for, still waiting for the inspector to come in and to assess me.
Next morning, as the undercover assessor prepares to road test breakfast...
Morning, how are you? That's fine, that's fine. Do you want to take a seat? Yeah, just want to have yourself just cereals and juices there. There is some cheese and ham there, but be careful of that, because that is glass.
A more familiar hotel inspector returns to Bentley's.
Well, the signage is finally up, but I have to admit I'm rather disappointed. After all this effort, I expected something with a bit more flair than Bentley's on one wall and Blackpool on the other. And although Andrew's made the effort to tidy up here, he hasn't picked up his guest's cigarette butts. I don't think the mayor will be very impressed when he turns up.
Alex is hoping preparations for the big day are going better inside.
And what arrangements do we need to make? What's happening in here?
This seating area is being kept with a table, that area is being kept with a table,
Yeah.
and all this L shape is all being cleared out.
Is there anything that I can start doing right now?
But before Alex has even got her coat off, the undercover assessor removes his mask.
Very nice indeed, thank you. I'd also like to introduce myself officially as the visiting hotel inspector.
Okay, that's
Good to
great.
meet you.
Thank you. And you.
Leaving Alex worried that Andrew's not ready.
I haven't even had a chance to check the room for myself this morning. I hope his stay was good and that all has gone according to plan.
Alex's fears are realised when the assessor decides to spot-check the rest of Bentley's bedrooms, including an unmade one.
Andrew's just rushed upstairs to go and make a bed. You know, how many times have I told him he has to be ready at all times?
It's just been turned around, as though there was someone in here last night.
Really annoys me.
Oh, right. This is a little different, isn't it? This is a move up from the
Yes.
the room I was allocated last night, actually.
It is. It's the room that you allocated and some of the other rooms that I will show you was
Right.
kind of like my design of when I first set the hotel up.
Right, I see. From a quality perception point of view,
Yes.
this is a little stronger.
While the assessor continues his tour, there's just time for a last-minute tidy-up before the VIP guests begin arriving for the launch party.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good.
The big turnout includes local dignitaries, business leaders and members of the tourist industry. All people who could help put Andrew's B&B on the map. While Andrew plays the host with the most, Alex helps out with a tour of the new bedrooms.
Do you think this room is too dark?
By putting the curtain on that matches the curtains, it all gels together, doesn't it? I think that's a lovely idea. More practical.
Everyone who's seen the rooms has been incredibly positive about them. It makes me more sure than ever that Andrew should roll them out, and it also hopefully makes Andrew realise just what a nice product he has here.
The event seems to have been a great
Between the
success.
two of us,
Cheers.
Cheers. We have created, which I think is quite a nice hotel now, or no, bed and breakfast.
Thank you, darling.
That's right, bed and breakfast.
We've set some good foundations. So
We have done.
I'm very pleased for you, and I would like everyone to raise a glass to Andrew and to Bentley's. Thank you.
Andrew's guests leave satisfied. But today,
Let's sit
there's
down.
one person's opinion that counts more than any other. It's time for the Visit England hotel inspector to reveal his verdict.
Right. Looking at your bedroom stock, a cross-section of your bedroom stock, we have a little variation, I think, quality-wise. Possibly something you could look at just from a guest care perspective. I know I'm a big, strong chap, but just look at offering assistance with luggage as a standard, perhaps, to your guests. Breakfast this morning, I'd strongly encourage you to look at a menu, perhaps, just having a menu within the breakfast area, just to allow the guests to select at leisure from the range that you're providing.
Has Andrew done enough to win the 3 stars he desperately needs to rise above Blackpool's stiff competition?
There's still some room for development, which is something I'm sure you'll address over the first sort of few months of trading, first couple of years, perhaps. But overall, I think from a ratings point of view, I think we can extend a 3-star rating based on the quality that we have. So, congratulations.
Gosh,
Thank you.
darling, that's
Thank you.
fantastic. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
Best of luck for this year. Hope it works well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
congratulations.
With Alex's help, Andrew has turned the new Lyngarth from unrated hotel to a respectable quality 3-star, a towering achievement.
For my first visit, it has all been about this, achieving this 3-star rating. And we've done a lot to get to this point. We had to rebrand this product. We had to make sure that the rooms were up to scratch. And almost as importantly as anything else, we had to change Andrew, smarten him up, give him some confidence, make him the real face of his business. And I'm so pleased that we've managed to do all those things.
It's been a big, big journey and a very long journey as well. There's been situations where things haven't gone as quick as what Alex wanted. She goes from A to B, straightforward, and I go from A to B in kind of like in a bent line.
And with his 3-star rating, Andrew may have finally achieved his dream.
Very, very good to get away from the shite end of the market. And with my accreditation and with the new rooms, I can actually do that.
Next time on The Hotel Inspector.
The host was very rude.
I think it's a bit unfair.
You don't have to defend him to me.
Sorry? No one's ever said to us, I don't want to eat in the conservatory.
Willful blindness is the phrase that springs to mind.
Bloody no.
Giant teddy bears and rides where you scream to go faster. All of the fun of the fair, rather, hey? Well, we go behind the bright lights and candy floss into a hidden world of fairground attractions. The new series starts Thursday night at 8. Next tonight, Clint Eastwood directs and Kevin Costner stars in the Monday night movie A Perfect World.